What's up, Jrock? How's it going?
How you doing? Good, good.
Thanks for coming on, man. How's the New Year treating you? Cornermen Radio.
It's going good so far.
Going good so far?
Good. I appreciate you guys for having me.
Say that again?
Oh, yeah, man. Whatchamacallit, I see, we have Raging Babe on all the time. She's pumping you heavy there.
Yeah.
We had
her Philly.
On, yeah.
You already know.
Whatchamacallit, but we love Raging Babe, man. We had her on the show before. I put her on to interview Andy Vences on the spot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she did a great job, man. But yeah, Barzini, he's a big fan, man. I mean, I'm a big fan too, but he's got that Philly blood,
Yeah, he definitely showed me a lot of love, man, on social media.
Yeah.
Hey, Rock, it's just an honor just to have you on the show tonight, man. You know what I mean? It's just good to converse with you, man. I appreciate you calling and welcome to Cornermen Radio, man. Oh man, thanks.
Oh yeah, shout out to Andy Vences, He just tweeted that he's tuned in and listening.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's my guy, man. Andy Vences is a really good fighter, man. He gonna break through. I don't know when, but he's definitely gonna break through, man. He had the division at, I think he had 30 pounds or 35 pounds, but never left me. He could fight his butt off, man. I was we go out the Bay Area for training camp sometime, me and my coach. And that kid, man, he works extremely hard, and he's fast as hell, man. In the 400, I can't beat him, And he can work his butt off, man. But never left. He's a really good fighter, man. And I enjoy working with him. Push me.
Yeah. Andy's the man. Yeah, he Barzini wanted to set up a fight with him and Jason Sosa because we have them both on. So he wanted.
That'd be a good fight, man.
That would be a great fight, man.
Real good fight, yeah.
Who you got? Well, Andy's your boy, so you got Andy winning that one, right?
No doubt about it. Listen, I'm not just saying because I'm not saying because we're cool. I don't see a lot of 130-pound prospects that's really better than him. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I mean, I think Verdejo's pretty good, but he's getting more so of a big push. He can fight, but he's not I don't think he's the world beater everybody say he is. He just got a whole country, a whole island behind him. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think it's good for boxing because he's one of the very few Puerto Ricans that that get so much love and push from his promoters, from the island. You know what I mean? It's almost he's like that Tito Trinidad feeling. You know what I mean? So I think it's good for him. I don't think he's a bum. I think he can fight. But
right.
I think that guys like Andy Vences, my man from Ohio. That's what band camp. What's his name? I can't think of his name. It's on the tip of my tongue. He be with Broner, tall kid he like 5'10", man, to be a lightweight.
Oh, I know. I don't remember his name though.
I can't think of his name.
Yo, Barzini is 408. Is this Boxingeye?
I don't think so. Boxingeye would be at 203, wouldn't it? Yeah. I don't think it's Boxingeye.
Let me see.
Robert Easter, that's his name.
Oh yeah, Robert Easton, definitely.
Guys like him, I rank him around the same. You know what I mean? I just think that Verdejo was just getting a bigger push. That's it.
What was your whole take on last night's fights?
They were good, man. I didn't really get a chance to see Chris Martin that much. It was only 3 rounds. That was my first time seeing him, but he looked pretty solid. He's not like he got decent speed. He seems to have decent power. It's just that unfortunate situation happened with it. Glazkov got injured. He couldn't finish the fight. But Deontay Wilder, man, I wasn't really impressed last night. I was more impressed with Szpilka. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just saying that, man. I was just saying that.
Szpilka was bringing it.
I don't think he has. Oh, hold on. 408 is actually our boy Andy Vences right now. Yo, Andy, what up, man? You want to say something to Jrock, bro?
Nah. Keep working hard, bro. I'm looking forward to your next fight.
You already know, man. I'll see you when I get out the Bay Area, so I'll be out there in a couple of months.
Yeah, I'll be out here for sure.
You already know. Okay.
Yo, Andy, man, salute, bro. Yo, you versus Jason Sosa, Andy. What do you think?
What was that?
You versus Jason Sosa, man. We want to see that.
It'll happen. It can't run too long, you know.
All right, salute, man. What,
I'm just gonna listen in, bro. I'm doing a couple things right now, so I'm gonna just.
Oh yeah, no problem. Appreciate you, bro. What you want to call it? Yeah.
So what you were saying, Jrock?
I was saying that Deontay, I was more impressed with Szpilka, man. Actually, at the time of the stoppage, I had Szpilka winning. I don't know what the unofficial scorecards had, but I have Szpilka winning those rounds. He was coming on stronger, and late in the fight, it was round 9. He was coming on stronger in the round, and as the fight played out, he looked the stronger, fresher fighter. You know what I mean? But big ups to Deontay Lara because he pulled off the clutch knockout. You know what I mean? So that's why we love heavyweights, right?
Right. Yo, did you get a chance to check out Ronnie Shields' new interview? What he said about you and Jermall?
Oh, no, what did he say?
On the Boxing Voice?
No, what did he say?
No, he's saying you and Jermall is the next big fight. The next big fight for Jermall. He was saying that we ain't ducking nobody. We definitely looking for you next. So I was very surprised he said that, because even Ness was saying that he thought he would have said Demetrius Andre, some other person, probably Willie Nelson, but he said, or Austin Trout, but he said your name first, and then he said Austin Trout.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
I thought you were going to tell him about the bet that you and Boxingeye have.
Oh, yeah, me and my co-host,
Barzini's putting money on you, man.
He gonna make a lot of money there.
Yeah. Is that fight set? Is that set to go?
Say that again. I hear you.
Is that fight?
He's fighting for a title in eliminator first.
Nah, that fight's not set. No doubt. Nah, yeah, I'm fighting for eliminator, and then I'm gonna be the mandatory spot for that particular belt. So, you know what I mean.
Is any news on when you fighting soon, or any declaration?
Not yet.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
What's your whole take on Jermall Charlo?
I think he's a good fighter. He's a good fighter, you know what I mean? You don't get to be 22, 23-0 in the junior middleweight division and can't fight, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. He can fight, but, I just know what I can do. And I know that when I get in there with him, it's going to be a long night. It might be a short night, So I'm just I'm looking forward to the fight whenever it's going to happen. I just think it's a great fight for him, for me, just for boxing in general, because we rarely get to see, top junior middleweights fighting for a title. You know what I mean? I think it's a good fight, man. We both in our prime. We both can make a lot of money. You know what I mean? So I think it's a good fight.
Oh, okay. Did you or Jermall ever got offered to fight one another?
No, that fight never.
In the past?
No, I'm not sure. I don't know where he got offered, but I never got offered to fight him.
Oh, okay.
Yo, Jrock, what's your I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you can go ahead, Jesse.
What's your take on Triple G?
I think it's a good fight. I think he's a beast.
How about Canelo?
Canelo's another good fighter. He's a really good fighter.
Could you see him? Could you see yourself facing him one day?
Oh man, that's the dream fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Definitely the dream fight.
Do you do you watch him and you're like see flaws and chinks that you know that you could capitalize on?
Listen, when you watch anybody, everybody has flaws. You know what I mean? Canelo is a really good fighter, but it's a lot of things he do wrong. It's a lot of things that he just don't have. As you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of tools that he don't have. That's not his fault. It's just what he's born with. You know what I mean? He can't help that he's 5'7.5". He can't help that. You know what I mean? So if we ever fight, I'm going to split all of those things. You know what I mean? So But nevertheless, Canelo is a really good fighter. He beat two of the baddest dudes in the division already. He got wins over Lara, legit win. Because I thought he beat Lara. I was at the fight, and I thought he won.
You gave it to him. Yeah.
You know what I mean? He beat Larry, beat Trout. Mind you, those dudes is number 1, number 2 in the division. You know what I mean? So anybody got something bad to say about Canelo, they're a hater.
Yeah, I agree with you.
What I mean? And that's coming from a dude that's in his division that's looking to fight him one day. Can't say nothing bad about him. He lining him up. He beat Cotto clean. You know what I mean? I don't think it was no 10-2 or 11-1 like they had it, but I thought he won the fight clean.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you ask me, he's on the borderline of being a Hall of Famer as we sit now. So Canelo, man, he's doing his thing.
I want to throw a couple names at your division. Well, Miguel Cotto got the he got that last fight coming up. I mean, that would be a good fight to get to, right? Because Cotto has that one more fight on the Rock Nation contract.
Yeah, that'd definitely be a good fight. I don't think it's gonna come my way.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't we were talking about that. Who gets it though? We can't think of somebody that.
Yeah. I definitely. He's gonna go back to the junior middleweight division. You know what I mean? He wants to stay out of the way of the triple G's of the world. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I don't know who gets it. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's a great question. Being as though I don't think Rock Nation, Al Heyman don't do too much business together. I know I'm not getting it. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I know nobody on this side of the block is gonna get it. So maybe it'll be somebody we don't even know about.
Right. Delvin Rodriguez.
I saw. Sorry if I cut you off, Jesse. You need to say something?
No, I was throwing names at him. Delvin Rodriguez hasn't fought in a little bit, but yeah.
I wouldn't even bring his name up, Jesse.
Huh?
Oh, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't even bring up that guy.
For what? Right.
Yeah,
I wouldn't want to fight him.
Well, I mean, his resume. He's fought some people.
But he's lost every one of them. All the good ones. I wanted to ask you. I saw your trainer tweeted the other day, and he said, I notice every time someone asks about Jrock and Charlo, a member of Charlo teams brings up Lara. Is that a bodyguard or a business error?
Right.
So I wanted to know. I want to know if you could elaborate a little bit about that.
Because
if you
they bring Lara name up like somebody's afraid of Lara. Listen, they offer me him and see what happened. I've never been offered that fight. You know what I mean? I'm not in line to fight Lara. I'm in line to fight Jermall. But they bring up Lara like somebody like somebody's afraid of him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Lara ain't no world beater either. You know what I mean? Who's his best win is against? Trout?
I guess.
You know what I mean? That's his best win. Think about that. He lost to Canelo. Paul Williams was a robbery, but he still lost the fight. He had a draw.
And he had a draw with Molina and what's his name?
Vanez Monterosian.
Vanez, yeah.
Now I think nothing. Let me be wrong. I think Lara's a really good fighter, but he's not fucking Terry Norris or Mike McCallum. You know what I mean? He's a good fighter though. You know what I mean? But I don't think that. What's up?
No, go ahead.
No, I'm listening. What you say?
No. I like what you were saying. I thought it was getting ready to done. That's why.
No, I'm finished.
Go ahead and finish your last statement.
I just think he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? He ain't nobody. He ain't no fighter that I'm going. Ain't nobody in the division where you say no. I don't want to fight him. I can't beat him. I think I can beat all these guys. You know what I mean? So that's just that. You know what I mean? They can stop throwing his name around like somebody's scared of him.
Word. I wanted to ask you, besides yourself, who you think is the best at 154 in your division, besides yourself?
Man, you know what? I think all of these. I'm not just trying to be politically correct. I think all of these guys can fight. Every fight, all these guys that's in the top 10 is so close. It's so close. You know what I mean? I think anybody could beat anybody on any given night. You even got the guys from the UK, the kid Liam Smith. He can fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you got the older guys like Trout and Lara and Cotto. They can fight. And then you got the younger guys on the way up like me, Jamal, You know what I mean? I just think that
and
I think everybody can fight. And Andre, you know, I think everybody can fight. I think anybody can beat anybody on any given night. You know what I mean? So I just think everything is really close in this division.
Did you get a chance to see Steve Kim's tweet?
No, what
about
happened?
you? He said Trout made a article saying about.
Yeah, I think I did see that.
See?
Yeah, about Triple G not fighting certain guys.
Who wasn't going to fight Lara.
Like right.
Yeah,
right.
And he said it. Let me read his exact tweet. Austin Trout is talking about guys avoiding fights, but being matched as soft. Julian Williams find this ironic.
Right. It's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
He say Lara's been calling him out. Lara's been calling Triple G out for about a year now. What about me calling him out? I guess you don't hear that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
I thought the last when you made that fight on Fox, and he was the one of the sports commentators. And
yeah.
I'm thinking y'all setting it up like Danny Jacobs and Peter Quillen. That's how I'm looking at the whole thing, because Danny Jacobs and Peter Quillen did the same thing. So I'm like, okay, this is going to be the next fight, and man,
that's what everybody thought, and that's what everybody thought. That was the plan, you know. They didn't fly him out there and pay him to commentate my fight for us not to fight. You know what I mean? But you know, man, that's boxing. That's boxing.
I always tell I always mess with my co-host Boxingeye and tell him, man, these guys ain't no lions, man. They're a bunch of deers. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because Charlo, he could have fought you a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? He fought somebody who was a less competitor his last fight. You know what I mean? I was really...
Go ahead. What you saying?
I was saying, like, I think, man, Jermall could have took you from the rip, man. He didn't have to fight that guy, man. And I think you and Jermall is in my top 5 fights I want to see. If that top 5 would never change until it's got made. And I think you and Jermall is such a great fight. It's man, hardcore fans. If nobody, the casual fans don't know you, they will get to know you after that fight.
No doubt.
That fight is a great. You will probably drool. For fight fans, will probably drool, because this is so entertaining. This is like one of the best fights you can possibly make, and it's just crazy, man.
No, I agree. Definitely.
I was like, man, I just really want to see it, man. Me and my co-hosts, we betting some money against you and Jermall. I got my money on you. I know you the best. I think you my favorite fighter. I don't think nobody can beat you in the division.
Right.
Nobody.
I appreciate the love,
it's
man.
It's not because you're from Philly. It's not because I've seen something in you. Matter of fact, I wanted to ask you about, you fought Santino Jr. and and he's, I think out of Jermall him is better on all the people he's fought in his whole pro career. Santino, you know what I mean? That's a great, you beat him for 3.5 rounds, if you want to say 4. But yeah, you was whooping his ass. Why y'all never went straight to a rematch? What made it never go down again?
You know what, man? That's a great question, man. I really don't know. I think I don't know, man. I don't want to say that he didn't want it, but I know it never got talked about again. And next thing you know, he was fighting at 160. So, you know what I mean? I'm really not sure what happened, but I wish him the best in his career.
Right. Because I seen, like when you did, I saw his, after your fight, he fought one more time at 154 and then went straight up to 160.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, man, that was such a great fight.
Yeah.
You gave him a beating, dog.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I seen when you did the interview with Ellie Setback, these I don't know, it's football or basketball players. I don't watch.
They was basketball players. I forgot exactly who it was. But they was definitely
they was giving you a lot of respect, man. Like, talk about Julian. Don't talk about no other fight. Talk about Julian.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because that was your moment.
Yeah,
that was
your
moment to shine.
I still shine though, because everybody seen what happened. You know what I mean?
Right.
I still shine, so I got that was kind of like my coming out party a little bit. After that, I was on TV on a consistent basis and stuff like that. People started looking at me in a different light after that particular fight. So I think I still got everything. I gained everything in that fight except a win.
Oh, okay.
So I think it was good.
Yo, Julian, we got the host that's betting against you on. Yo, Boxing, how you there?
What's up, fellas? Yeah.
What's going on? How you doing,
man? Good, man.
Good. How are you?
Glad to have you on.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, you too, brother. Yeah, man. So, what are you guys chopping it up about? I'm just jumping on. I mean, what a great weekend of boxing. I was hyped up yesterday, man. Mike Tyson there, Lennox there.
Ooh. Right.
I mean, Tyson Fury jumping in the ring like Ric Flair.
Oh, it was a bright card, wasn't it? I feel like I was watching WWF.
I'm hyped up. I'm excited for next week. I mean, it's just that was a good kickoff yesterday. So
right.
But what's up?
Go ahead, Boxingeye.
I thought
you was going to say something.
I thought you was.
You said you wasn't going to say something, or you was going to say something.
No, I thought you was about to jump in.
Oh yeah, I was going to tell Jrock. I seen that you and Jermall for Orlando, y'all got similar opponent. Y'all fought Orlando. You got rid of him in the third round, and Jermall got rid of him in the fifth round. So I was like doing my homework on like. You was going to say something?
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was seeing. I was doing my homework, so like to compare you and Jermall, like how the fight is gonna play out. You know what I mean? Because I'm really intrigued in the fight. But I seen you got rid of Orlando in the third round. And shit. Yeah. What was your toughest challenge in your pro career?
Believe it or not, man, it was one. My toughest fight wasn't even on TV. I fought this guy, Francisco Santana. He fought Saddam Ali on HBO.
Yeah, yep.
That was,
okay.
That was my toughest fight. Or it was one of my toughest fights. That's the fight I got the draw in. That's where I got my draw from. I fought it when I was about 6-0. I mean, that was my toughest fight.
Yeah, man, you had a good come up. Nothing.
Yeah, man, it was rough.
Yeah,
it was rough.
It gets you. It is where now where you're at is just superb because you can see how mature your style is. Mm-hmm. When you're getting, you got to be, I mean, just humbled to be compared to B-Hop. Be from the same town. Right. You got that style, very crafty. Now, how patient, you got to be patient too now because 154-pound division is so youngly talented. Where you guys are,
that's true.
The door is like just a little bit open, where it's going to be wide open soon, like they're saying. Jermall. I know Lara. All them guys are kind of they're one team, which is unfortunate, but because they're also money signs for the 154-pound division. But you still got, hopefully Demetrius can step in that PBC realm. Mm-hmm. Yourself. I mean, this just looks like a bright future for that division.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you got some younger guys that's coming up, like the kid Jarrett Hurd.
Jarrett Hurd is nasty, yo. Like, you look at him, like he comes on the spot on Showbox. I seen this kid like, all right, I'm gonna watch this. I had no idea who he was. Did you? And you see him like
I knew
highly
who he was, but I didn't really know him too much. But I definitely knew who he was.
Yeah, he's gonna make a name for himself.
Yeah, definitely.
After beating that kid that they were kind of hyping, and then you got some vets still there. So man, I'm excited about. If you
I think it's the most stacked division in boxing. With 50-50 fights everywhere you look, or on paper at least. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I was telling Barzini, some of you guys are going to be put in probably before. Maybe you could say the time is right, but the time is right. So down the line, but like Keith Thurman says, you can't be afraid to lose your hope. So
yeah, he ain't acting like it.
Yeah.
I'm glad you said that, Jrock.
But I was telling these dudes that I think he's stunting for a little bit to build up some more, because he's not the big. He's not.
Can I tell you something? Can I tell you something, bro? This fight don't need no build up. The casual hardcore fans is gonna watch. It's gonna be this fight doesn't need no build up. You know what I mean?
That's not where I was going, though. I was saying that
okay, go ahead.
I'm telling you, he's taking time, too, because the one tape we have on how to beat Porter is you got to be a solid 140. You got to be big like Brooke. I think he's putting on a little more weight. I think he's trying to fill into that 147-pound.
Nah, bro, let me tell you something. He's filled out, all right? He filled 152 in the amateurs.
You don't think he's trying to put more leg weight on?
Nah,
you gotta stay solid on that front foot.
He's just a little bit reluctant about the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're a Thurman fan, you may try to make a little excuse for him.
Nah, I'm not nobody. I just want to see a good fight.
For sure. I just think he's just a little bit reluctant to take the fight. You know what I mean? But I think he ain't no.
It's hard to beat Porter, man. He might be Porter. He might be one speed. I'm saying you gotta have the right game. Well, Kell Brooks
ain't had no trouble. Kell Brooks ain't no trouble.
But Kell Brooks is the biggest 147-pounder we really have. Like he's 154.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. He is pretty big. He's about 5'9.5", a solid dude.
He made himself a wall. That's how he beat Porter. Was running into a wall. He was checking him with the 1-2. And then grabbing him, he had to back up a little here and there because Porter's a little linebacker in there, little running back.
Mm-hmm.
But Thurman,
me and Boxingeye was saying that Heyman is trying to. I don't know if we really know, but we think that he's trying to build you and Jermall, so later in the fall, it will be a big fight, so the more fans and a broader audience would want to see the fight. Do you think that's
good? Maybe.
Do you think it's true?
Maybe. I don't know. But I know that I'm about to fight for the eliminator. I'm about to fight the final eliminator for that
for the IBF, right?
Yeah. So.
And I see you ranked in the WBC too. So are you going to fight in that?
Well, I can't do both of them. You know what I mean? But why fight 4 fights to get to a title when I can fight 1 to get a title shot? Right. It make no sense, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But,
So where you at?
I hope they keep you in the ranking in the WBC so you can have a chance whenever you do win that IBF. You have a chance to get the WBC as well.
No, it don't work like that. I'm about to unify. It don't work like that.
But the IBF will, they let you, especially like the heavyweight of Wilder's best bet now is to unify that belt with Charles Martin. That way they can build it up.
He has to fight the mandatory with Povetkin.
Yeah, he's gonna fight his mandatory for Povetkin, but after that, people are thinking Fury. But the realistic is
shit. What do you mean after that? He might not beat Povetkin.
Yeah, what's your take on that whole fight? What do you think is gonna happen in that fight?
Man, I really don't know. It depends on what Deontay Wilder shows up. He gets in the Stavern fight. He looked really good. Excuse me, against Stavern. You know what I mean? And then he gets in the last couple of fights. That last dude hurt him. Molina. Molina hurt him. I fought on the undercard. Molina hurt him. Szpilka, was winning the fight if you ask me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Wilder, you got to give Wilder credit last night, though. He was patient. He showed a lot of patience because Wilder could have been looking a lot wilder.
Can I say something? I mean, He was almost showing too much patience. He was losing the fight, and it was in the 9th round. But you got to give him credit, too.
I mean, absolutely right.
You got to give him credit. Yeah. You got to give him credit because he landed his money shot late. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I just think he looked extremely vulnerable. If I was Povetkin, I wouldn't have. I'll be like, man, I can't wait to get this dude in the ring. You know what I mean? So.
Povetkin's he's gonna have to pump that. He's gonna have to pump that jab, and he kept at least Wilder kept the distance. He's gonna have to. Povetkin likes to get inside and eat you up.
Povetkin is a good fighter, man.
Sure, he's real good, man. He's got the experience. I mean, so that'll be extremely interesting fight. But like we were saying about belts, like Barzini, you get a belt, bro, and then you have to you're not ranked in any other body.
Right. They're gonna drop you out the rankings. They're gonna drop you out the rankings when you win the title.
That's crazy. So. That's the messed up part about it. But
I don't think that's fine. No, wrong with that. If you already got a world title, why should you?
It's easier to unify. You don't have to do it.
It's easier to unify. Right.
Oh, okay.
Right.
What's your ultimate goal in boxing? Do you want to be? You say.
I'm gonna win the titles at 54. I'm gonna win the titles at 60, and then I want to break Terry Norris's junior middleweight title defense record. And then I want to move up and win the title at 60, and then that'll be it.
Okay. That's a good goal, man.
What's the word on the on like what's going on? You in the gym? You got any phone calls? I know that opponent fell through.
They working it out, man. Like I said, I'm in the gym every day, so they working it out. You know what I mean?
None of you guys have, but nobody really has fights. You don't. Jermall doesn't. Jermall Barzini, I think.
Nah, Jermall is gonna fight John Jackson for the WBC.
They haven't lit the match yet for 154.
They haven't, but they haven't set that fight yet. But what you think about Jermall fighting John Jackson for the WBC vacant belt?
I think that's a good fight.
That's a good fight?
Yeah, Jermall deserved it.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how many eliminators and top contenders he beat. He definitely deserved it. He definitely deserved a title shot.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was speaking. We had Curtis on the show like a couple weeks ago. He was giving you a lot of props. Yeah.
Curtis Coleman, that's my guy.
Yeah, he was giving you a lot of props, man. Definitely, man. And I was telling him, man, I was like, yo, man, Jermall don't want it with my boy Jrock. You know what I'm saying? And then he started to tell me about you and your story, and I was like, yeah, man, he's the real deal, man.
Right, we were me and Curtis Coleman was signed with Gary Shaw around the same time.
Okay.
So we fought in a lot of the same cards, man. He's a funny ass dude, man. I wouldn't be surprised if he was would be going to comedy or something like that. He's a really funny dude, man. Cool as a fan though, man. He's a good dude. And he can fight too, man.
Do you ever think we're gonna ever have a boxing fight at in Philly, man? At the Center, man, West Fargo Center, man? You think ever gonna have it at the stadium?
Yeah, definitely. I think you talking about me or just a big fight in general?
And in general, a big, huge fight so we can get it.
I think so.
I want to come, you know what I mean? Like.
Right.
Right.
I think
so you see it happening in the future?
For sure.
I'm surprised we haven't had it, you know what I mean? Because Danny's so big, you would think everybody getting a home game. You know what I mean? Why can't Philly get a home game?
Right. But,
And I'd love to see you fight on that card as well.
So which one is that?
If
they would have one in Philly, yeah, man, that'd be dope. That'd definitely be dope, but, I guess in due time, everything's gonna happen.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
That fight next weekend.
That fight's on
that card,
Saturday.
The whole card is.
Friday.
The whole card is got stories behind it. So.
Yeah. Wait, Yo, Jrock, are you by the Sugar House Casino over there in Philly?
Nah, I'm not. I'm from West Philly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because
that's like down by the Liberties.
I know. Hard Hitting Promotions. The Angel Ocasio is fighting there.
Oh, okay.
On Friday.
He's fighting at the Sugar House?
No, not at the Sugar House, but I know it's by Sugar House. They came on the show a couple times. The guy who's drawing it, Manny, Hard Hitting Promotions.
Right.
Yeah, but he said it's by the they're drawing an event with they're in affiliation with Danny Garcia Promotions, DSG Promotions.
Okay. Okay, that's dope.
So now I was going to see if you were drawing there, if you were from there, because I'm sure Manny would have loved to have you there, and I would put you in contact.
No, I'm not from that side. That's not my side of the city. I might definitely go ahead and check it out though.
Oh, that'd be great.
Guys. Listen, I appreciate you. Listen, I appreciate you guys having me on the show. I really do. You know what I mean?
No
but
problem,
I'm about to get ready for bed, man. I gotta
throw your social media real quick.
Everybody can definitely follow me on Twitter at Jrock Boxing, and I'm on Instagram at the same thing, at Jrock Boxing.